Throughout life, we constantly see examples of people paying it forward. Whether it is a small act or a life altering favor, I believe that it is these actions that make the world go around. When I stopped and thought about it, I realized how many people are constantly bettering my life through random acts of kindness. These acts of paying it forward make the world a better place one situation at a time. Through actively trying to pay it forward this past week, I realized how a small favor can make a huge difference on someone's week. For my first act of paying it forward, I cleaned my roommate's room while he was at class. He kept complaining about his stressful week and how his room wasn't making his situation any better. So I decided to do his laundry and organize his room while he was gone. I was compelled to do this act because I immediately saw how relieved he was when he came home. I learned that sometimes just taking something off someone's busy week can make their situation so much less stressful. Although this was a simple act, I was able to see how much stress it relieved for him and understand the importance of paying it forward. For my second example, I helped my friend Taylor find her cat when she lost it. She texted our group message in the middle of the night, panicking, saying she couldn't find her cat. Since I was the only one awake, I decided to go help her, even though it wasn't exactly what I felt like doing at the time. After looking for about a half hour, we found him and returned him home. I was compelled to do this act because, even though I may not realize it, I'm sure my friends pay it forward to me all the time, and I felt the need to repay the favor. Through this act, I learned that, although it may not always be what we feel like doing, sometimes helping someone who needs help is the most beneficial thing to do. Although it is easier to see the benefits of paying it forward in those you see all the time, it can also be sometimes just as rewarding to help a complete stranger. For my last act of paying it forward, I helped a neighbor who I saw struggling with his groceries. When I was walking up to my apartment complex, I saw one of my neighbors drop a bag of groceries out of his car. Instead of just walking past, I decided to stop and help him take them into his apartment. I was compelled to complete this act because I would hope that someone would stop and help me if I was struggling the way that he was. He was so thankful, and it made me feel like I relieved a bit of stress out of his week as well. I learned through this act that it is always important to stop and pay it forward when you see the opportunity. Through cleaning my roommate's room, helping my friend find her cat, and helping my neighbor, I realized that no matter how small an act is, paying it forward can benefit everyone as a whole. If everyone stopped and paid it forward at least once a day, think about the effect that you could see in your community and the world around you. Thank you.